So as a culture, we plan for baby showers, for birth plans and nursery themes and clothes and diapers and all of that. But what no one tells you is that postpartum isn't just 6 weeks. It's a permanent neurological, hormonal, and physiological shift that impacts your brain, your body, and your identity. Because the diapers that you weren't expecting to wear, that's just the beginning. Because postpartum isn't a phase to bounce back from. It's a window into your nervous system that most doctors never even open or think to touch. And if you're dealing with mood swings and sleep issues and breastfeeding struggles, or you just don't feel like you anymore, you're not broken, you're just dysregulated. So let's break this down. Because this message is going to be for the mom who feels unseen after birth. From the mom that's wondering why she still doesn't feel right months or even years after delivery. For the mom who hears everything looks normal, but knows deep in her bones that it's not. Listen, you're handed a tiny human and told to rest while also feeding, while healing, and adjusting to your new identity. And then 6 weeks later, a quick OB check marks the end of your care. But here's the truth. Estrogen and progesterone drop sharply after birth. Prolactin and oxytocin rise fast. Your brain is rewiring for connection, for protection, and for regulation. So your spine, your pelvis, your diaphragm, let alone your organs on the inside, have all shifted. This is the biggest transformation that your body and your nervous system will ever undergo. And yet, no one checks it. Let's talk birth. Even in smooth deliveries, your body and your brain undergo trauma. There's hormonal collapse. There's pelvic and spinal stress. There's the emotional intensity and a sudden, instant identity shift. But then you layer on birth interventions. There's epidurals, there's inductions, there's C-sections, forceps or vacuum deliveries. Now, these often cause stress and subluxation in the key neurospinal areas, affecting our vagus nerve, affecting our pelvis, the diaphragm, and the brainstem. Oftentimes we talk about baby, but right now we're talking about you. Now, this leads to dysautonomia, when your autonomic nervous system is stuck in overdrive, where anxiety lives, where trouble sleeping, even when exhausted, how low milk supply or painful letdown, the brain fog, the irritability, the delayed healing. It's not just hormones. It's not just a part of being postpartum. It's the nervous system trying to survive. And here's where it gets even more powerful. Your baby's nervous system depends on yours. Check our last video. I went super deep on it. But in postpartum, you're not just recovering. You're also regulating someone else's entire biology. Because a baby's autonomic nervous system is still developing, and they entirely rely on your skin to skin, your voice, your breath, your heartbeat, your eye contact. Your calm is their calm, and your dysregulation is their distress. So if you've ever seen when your baby struggles more when you're anxious, now you know why. So at our office, we choose to use the CLA Insight scans to be able to look beneath the surface. Because we can literally measure heart rate variability, the stress patterns that are distributing through your body, the neurological interference, the overload and overwhelm that's driving the big postpartum challenges. But what do we often see? Sympathetic dominance, poor vagus nerve output, mirrored dysregulation between mom and baby. And in other words, it's not in your head, it's in your wiring. But this is where neurologically focused chiropractic care changes everything. For postpartum moms, gentle, targeted, specific adjustments to be able to restore the balance to our nervous system, to be able to improve the pelvis and spinal function, boosting vagus nerve output. So, hey, let's say yes to oxytocin and milk flow and digestion. It supports our hormonal regulation and it promotes sleep and stress resilience. Before our babies, it improves latch and feeding coordination, the ease of reflux and colic, the reduced tension from the birth process, promoting calm and better sleep. The thing is like we don't chase symptoms, we reset systems. Because listen, let's be honest, you deserve more than a 6-week checkup. You deserve to be seen, to be heard, to be understood and supported. Because postpartum isn't a detour, it's a transformation, it's a next step. And the key to thriving through it is starting with your nervous system. Let's scan you. Let's check your baby. Let's rebuild from the inside out. DM our office to be able to schedule your postpartum assessment because you're not meant to survive this season. You're meant to heal in it and through it.